everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday afternoon here on Kobold Press. I'm your littlest red dot. I'll be your host for this afternoon, as well as your Twitch moderator for Kobold Press's channel. If you're joining us over on YouTube, thanks for tuning in afterwards. We've got a ton of information to pass off to all of you today. In fact, we are celebrating the upcoming convention for Gencon. Kobold Press is going to be in attendance, and of course, we would love for you to drop by the booth, but we're also doing some really cool panels and workshops and live shows, so today's going to be all about sharing information about where you can find us at Gencon, the ways that you can participate with us, and ways that you might even be able to pick up a postcard or two that's got a nice little discount or some free shipping for stuff. I don't know, let's dive right in. Before we hit Gen Con, though, I want to make sure that you all know right now, we are running an actual play, but it is not here on Kobold Press's Twitch channel. No. On Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, you can go over to Half Dragon AP to see Athena Palmer and her husband Matt Palmer on their channel, us running some of the new Tome of Heroes product. And we have just gotten in a brand new trailer, in fact, for the upcoming show, and I just want to run that for all of you because it's pretty sick. So let me just make sure I've got it here ready to go. I think I do. We're gonna try it. Let's see how we do. All right. So if that doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what will. The show had its first episode last week. You can go over and check out the VOD. We're going to be having a cleaned up version coming out to YouTube, of course. And then you can join us for episode 2, airing tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, over on Half Dragon AP. And you'll get to see some of the new kind of character builds and things that are in the new Tome of Heroes book. So pretty exciting. Make sure to check that out. And if you haven't gotten your hands on Tome of Heroes, I can tell you we will have some at Gen Con. So make sure you drop by our booth. Booth number, oh no, now I've already forgotten. Booth number 1855? Question mark? I think that's what my pre-show said. So many numbers to remember. Yes, booth number 1855. Drop by. We're gonna have a ton of our new product out. If it makes it and is available via shipping, and then of course we'll have some other really neat items of our library as well that you can check out in case you don't have your Kobold claws on all of our books. So speaking of our books, it is no Gen Con if we don't celebrate the Ennies. We have to celebrate the Ennies. And this gaming celebration and awards show happens every year, and we at Kobold Press are so honored this year to have been nominated for 2 Ennie awards. And so, you know what, I think I'm going to start talking about that, and then we'll go into the schedule of all of the shows. But if you're going to get your hands on books, these seem to be the things this past year that everybody was most interested in, and that the Ennies seem to have tagged as worthwhile additions to your bookshelf. So let's take a look here at what I've got. So first up is one of our books that is... Why? Oh, there it is. One of our... campaign books, actually, the Scarlet Citadel. Now, it itself as the book was not nominated, but the map folio was. Check it out. The map folio was nominated for an Ennie. There it is. The map folio in this book is unbelievable. Front and back, dry erase friendly, big enough for your tables. There's some really great photos of people finally using the map out there. It really shows you the scale of what you're getting. And because it's with Scarlet Citadel, you're also looking at a multi-tiered dungeon, because Scarlet Citadel is our dungeon campaign, a bit of a dungeon crawl to say the least. And so there are more maps than you can shake a stick at. And we are very excited to have that map folio be nominated this year for the 2022 Ennies. And then in addition, we dropped a book in 2022 that got a lot of love, but I'm going to give it some more love today. I am going to give it some more love today. Because, uh-oh, what happened? My camera's off. Oh, there we go. I'm going to give it some more love today because it is, it's a book that I think every GM should read, especially those people that are doing more and more, homebrew content, or you're working on your own content, and that is the KP Guide to Monsters, the Kobold Guide to Monsters. This book was an absolute hit when it dropped. Oops, and I got doubled up here. There it is. There we are, winning our nice little announcement there for Judges Spotlight winners for Kobold Guide to Monsters. Now let's just talk about some of the names on this book, names that I'm sure you've seen before, both here at Kobold Press and elsewhere, including Monty Cook, Wolfgang Bauer, our Kobold in Chief. We've got some big ones like Mike Shea and Steve Winters and many, many more who contributed to this book. And this book is kind of like a panel in a book. It's essays, a series of essays written by these incredible people in the industry who have designed monsters for us for years and years and years. Not just Kobold Press, but other games and titles that you know and you love. And this book is all about how best to build monsters, whether you're doing it yourself, how to implement them, how to use them, and inspirational ways for the GM to rethink monsters at the table for their players. So this book is a judge's choice, and I would have to agree. It is quite a choice. Now, next up, I want to talk a little bit more about some of the panels, because a lot of you may drop by the booth, but I see a couple of you in chat are already telling me that you've gotten your tickets to Kobold Press Games. That's so exciting. Thank you for going ahead and getting your ticket. That means we're also going to be very close to being out. So if you actually want to roll some dice, you want to play some Kobold Press, whether it's Midgard or something else, you should make sure to sign up for one of our tables. We've got some exciting new games, and this year we tried something new. It's already sold out, so we can say we'll have more opportunities next year. But we are also doing some actual play, or some live play, group play, with special writers of Kobold Press. This year, Sarah Madsen is going to be running a private table for 6 people only, VIP experience room all to yourself of an adventure that she actually wrote from the brand new Book of Ebon Tides. So you can expect more of that next year. We'll be getting some more names out there, but we wanted to give it a little taste test. And it seems like all of you really love the VIP experience, and we love that you love it. So more's coming. But if you're just interested in getting at a table and playing some games, rolling some dice while you're at Gen Con, we have games and tables open in our community play. You can go to our website, you can hit our social media and find out all the information that you need to know about how to get signed up. Of course, you'll need to sign up through the Gen Con website, so make sure to go there, search for Kobold Press, and you'll see a whole listing of games. Currently, Fat Tony, we do not have a current present WoW link. We only run them during our actual play shows, not our talk shows. In addition, we don't just have games, we've got some panels and some live shows where you can come watch people from the industry play some of our content. So I want to dive into that because some of this is very, very exciting, and there's a lot of it. We have a lot of panels going on, to say the least. As the person organizing them, I can say we have a full schedule waiting for you. So let me pop over here. There we go. So first up on Thursday, we have the Book of Ebon Tides live play. For those of you that have been waiting on your backed Kickstarter book for the Book of Ebon Tides, it is coming. Shipping is just a nightmare right now. We're trying so hard to get it to you, but we're going to be doing a little bit of a preview. And your near and dear Dot is going to be the GM, and we're bringing in some of the past players from our Ebon Tides run early on, and then we're also going to be joined by some new people. So you can expect Rocket Fox back along with Eugenio, as well as Danny Quanch from Roll20, and I feel like I'm missing somebody in this listing. And Noir Enigma, another favorite here on Kobold Press. So make sure you show up. That's actually going to be on the main stage, IC 101, to 103, and it will be broadcast to the Gencon TV channel. So if you're not able to attend in person, this is one you're going to want to put on your calendar because you'll be able to watch it from the comfort of home. And that's 10 p.m. Eastern. All the times shown are Eastern. And yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of a dark political dive into what's going on with the new Book of Ebb and Tides, and I might be showing off some of the new adventures going along with it. So, not to be missed, I'm very excited for my first live GM experience at Gen Con. I'm very, very excited. Now, that's our Thursday night, so if you really want to kick your Gen Con off with us, that's the best way to do it. Friday, we are jam-packed full of panels, back to back to back, all day long, more than you can shake a stick at, and some of them are probably going to interest you, no matter where you are at in your tabletop experience. So on Friday, we have a Freelancing 201, which is Advanced TTRPG Topics. Now, this panel actually came out of one that we ran back at PAX U. If you want to see that panel, go over to our YouTube and you can check it out. That was the Freelancing 101 that talked all about how to get started, whether you want to be a writer, a performer, a graphic designer, an artist, you want to be programming or managing tabletop books and projects. It was kind of the gamut. And I'm very excited to say that it was so popular, we decided that maybe we should do a 201, a little advanced step into what that might look like. So let me tell you a little bit about what is going to be happening at this panel. So I will be hosting alongside a series of who I consider some top-tier names in the industry, including B. Dave Walters of Demiplanes, Danny Quatch of Roll20, Deanna DeMacco of Die Hard Dice, and Is Friday is their handle, but they go by Friday. They are the highest-earning GM on Start Playing Games. So each one of these people come from a variety of perspectives from freelancing, and I have a feeling that they're going to have a lot to say about what the advanced talk about this looks like. This panel will include a Q&A, and you'll have a chance to really ask them your questions and for us to dive deep into what it means to completely go freelance in the tabletop industry. After that, at 2 p.m. Eastern, in IC 232, we're doing an hour with Wolfgang Bauer. Now, that is just what it sounds like. It is an hour with our near and dear Kobold in Chief, Wolfgang Bauer, to talk a little bit about, well, the founding of Kobold Press. We're going to learn about the past, present, and future of the company, and you can kind of get your burning questions answered by Wolfgang about where did it all start? Or maybe you just want to know why he hates monks so much. You'll be able to ask him in person. So come hang out with us. Come hang out with myself and Wolfgang. I'll be moderating that panel as well. And I'm sure Wolfgang would love to answer your questions all about, well, him and how he got started. Following that, at 4 p.m. on Friday, just before dinner, in the Crown Plaza Haymarket A, join us for World Building 101. I say that. This is actually a sold-out panel currently. If anybody returns tickets, you can grab one. So if you haven't already, I'm so sorry to say that World Building 101 is dunsies. You can't get a ticket at the moment, but make sure that you can still show up, and if there's room in the room, we'll probably let you in. But this is going to be a exciting panel that I'm hosting with Gabe Hicks, Celeste Konowich, Eugenia Vargas, and Amanda Hammond of Wizards of the Coast. And we're going to be talking about how to build exciting and functional worlds for your tabletop games. Learn about how to make them more vibrant and more playable for you and your players. There'll be a Q&A portion of this so you can ask your questions. Maybe you're working on something, or maybe you, again, have a burning desire to know something that you've just been pondering on. This is your chance. It's all about world building. It's all about how to make them richer and deeper at the table. Now, if Thursday and Friday aren't enough, we do have an entire lineup for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is another live show. This one can again be watched on Gencon TV, so don't fret. And this is going to be a really, really important one because we are making a huge Kickstarter announcement. I repeat, we will be making a live Kickstarter announcement about what the next Kobold Press Kickstarter is at this live show at Gencon 2022. 2 p.m. ICC 101 to 103, which is the main stage room. Do not miss it. It's going to be very, very exciting, and because it's a live show, we're going to be playtesting some of the brand new content from both Tome of Heroes and the upcoming Kickstarter early for you to see, long before it even launches for all of you. And I'm excited to say that this show is going to be GM'd and played by an absolute all-star cast. Jason Azevedo of Realmsmith TV is going to be our DM. He's going to be leading Gabe Hicks, Celeste Conowitch, and B. Dave Walters on a 2-hour adventure in his own version of Wastes, as well as them playing some of the brand new builds from Tome of Heroes. I'm very excited to see how that turns out, and I think it's going to be a do not be missed kind of a show. Sunday is, of course, the last day of the convention, and we have another. I'm afraid this panel's also sold out. Oh, it is not sold out. We're very, very close. Not yet, but very, very close. This show is Kickstarter and Crowdfunding 101. Kobold Press has had like 29 or almost 30 successful Kickstarter campaigns in the history of the company. It is something that I don't even hesitate to say that we do well. And it comes from work of a lot of people on the backside and a lot of prep and planning. And so this panel is all about how to take your Kickstarters to the next level. So the creative team of Kobold Press, including Wolfgang Bauer, Victoria Rogers, Alexander Stangram, and Megan Marcel, are going to sit down and talk about what it takes, what they do, what are the tips and tricks, and they're going to answer your questions directly. So if you're working on a Kickstarter and you want to hear from some of the best in the industry, you're going to have a chance to sit down. I'm so hyped to be moderating that panel. I've got questions myself, and I even work for the company. So let's see if I can't grab. I don't think that that's the correct link, chat. It might be. I have no idea. So there you go. More and more coming your way. And if that is not enough, and you just need more than an hour with Wolfgang Bauer, we have 2 additional panels that Wolfgang is sitting on. These are not Kobold Press moderated. This is going to be Wolfgang with some other people from various industries. But I think both of these panels are really, really interesting. On Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, you can catch Wolfgang on a panel called What TTRPGs Can Learn from Video Games. I think that's dope. And then Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, you can join him for a panel called Making a Great Villain. I know on many occasions we've had conversations about what makes a villain versus just an enemy versus just a monster. What is a villain? What does it really take? And I think the concept of a panel all about making a great villain is something that most GMs just really can't pass up. I love it. I love it so much. So each of these panels can be found online at gencon.com/events. It will have a huge listing. You can do a variety of things. You can search Kobold Press. You can also search by each of the names that I've put here on the screen if you are interested. And drop by, check it out, grab a ticket if you haven't already. I will tell you that the live shows are going to be the ones that we want tickets most for. So if you want to show up and check out one of the live shows, especially the one with the Kickstarter announcement, Revels of the Waste on Saturday, make sure to get your ticket now, book it now, because I believe that room at some point will be limited to space. All right. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I think that's the big stuff that I can talk about right now, at least related to Gen Con. There are going to be a few titles that are going to be available on site, so if you haven't got them yet, such as Tome of Heroes, don't fret. You're welcome to go ahead and grab a copy online, but know that you'll be able to get a hard copy, certain amount of them, a hard copy at Gen Con. We will have many of our Kobold guides. These tend to be my favorites. And right now we'll have 2 new ones for you. The Any Award winner, Kobold Guide to Monsters. Lovely quick reads, really meaty information. And then, of course, our newest one that came out, Kobold Guide to World Building Volume 2. This book has also gotten a lot of love and a lot of support and has a lot of other big names on it, including Veronica Roth and Gail Simone. So let's not even and Keith Baker. Let's not bat an eyelash at this one. So all of our Kobold guides, these 2, as well as a bunch more, will be available at the booth. Alongside many of our usual titles that you know and love. And this one should also be available. Ooh, trying to get them off the... this is Warlock Grimoire 3. We talked a few months ago about this book. This is the nice pocket-size edition. I love this. Such a great thing. And this is full of new things to add at your table. I'm just going to actually pull up the table of contents. Everything that's Warlock, of course, is Midgard specific, but has a lot of really awesome things like templates that you can use, extra lore and storytelling, things for your players, for character building and PC building. This has like adventures and dungeoneering in it, and this is really a collection of our Warlock layers that have come out. This is the 3rd tome of this. 1 and 2 would also be available. And then if you're really dying for a dungeon crawl, Scarlet Citadel will be available, and we have fresh prints of the map folio that has gotten so much love from the ENnie Awards for that map design. So make sure that you check that out as well. And if you haven't voted on the ENnies, please do so. You know now where to find us and what projects will be coming down the pipeline. So we're very, very excited for all of those. Just a, I don't know, quick show of hands in chat. Who's going to make it to Gen Con this year? Anybody going to make it? I think I saw a few people already said they had their tickets. And I can also say a lot of you may want to buy a lot of our product, and usually at conventions, we run a lot of discounts for bulk purchasing. So if you buy 2 or 3 of something, or you get this, you get some free swag, a bag, a patch, a sticker, and, oh yay, hand raise. Okay, I'm so glad that you'll be joining us, Kai Hawkeye. And then we're also going to have some postcards. So if you do attend any of these panels, make sure you grab one of our postcards, because more than likely they're going to have information, possible discounts, other neat things that you can use, free shipping for the future, those kinds of things available to you. So those might be really nice for you to drop by the booth, claim a free patch, get a little discount, and get those books that you have been waiting on, because I know, would love to see you in person and chat with you about the product, especially if you're just not sure. And sometimes, if you're like me, I like to pick it up. I love a good book, and I want to be able to pick it up and flip through it to make sure it's exactly what I want. So make sure to drop by the booth. You'll see a lot of our friendly Kobold faces there. Again, that is booth number 1855. 1855. And I feel like I had one more announcement before I can get done today. We may end a smidge early. I mentioned all of these things. Yep, okay, covered all of that. So many announcements today, everybody. Like, it's literally a whole Kobold chat just about announcements. I want to make sure, for those of you that are unable to join the community play at Gen Con, don't fret. We have ongoing monthly community plays where you can get involved and come play in some of our Kobold Chronicles. So this month, I'm checking now. This month, we have a preview of Tome of Heroes, and the not yet released Tales from the Shadows. That, of course, is the adventure book paired with Book of Ebb and Tides. That's happening this upcoming Sunday. So there are still signups available. If you want to join, go to startplayinggames.com/events/Kobold Chronicles. Kobold-Chronicles. I'm going to drop that link in chat for all of you, just so that you can have it in case you want to go join. I highly encourage you to do so. You'll see all of the signups. You can figure out which GM, which table you might like to join. There you go. There we go. That's a better link. And this is going to give you the preview for Tome of Heroes. So we're going to have some pre-generated characters from the brand new Tome of Heroes book, as well as these previews from Tales from the Shadows. So make sure, if you can't join us in person, that you still join us digitally, because we're so excited to be playing with you and to offer more and more community play. And we're excited to be partnering with Start Playing Games to make that a reality. So I think that's all the big news, friends, for now. So we may call it an early day. I want to remind everybody, thanks to the kindness and awesomeness of the Roll20 app, the virtual tabletop of choice here at Kobold Press, I'm excited to say that the month of July is our host sponsor month. That means that there are lots of discounts running for Kobold Press product on Roll20. There are lots of free grabs, such as pre-generated characters from Tome of Heroes. So now's your opportunity. If you've been missing something for your digital library, you can go pop over to Roll20 this month and maybe get your hands on it for a little bit of a discount. Awesome. I wanted to make sure we mentioned that. Our dear friends at Roll20, we adore and we love them, and we're so excited. Here we go. Have you claimed your Roll20 reserve for July? The Raven's Call is a 3rd level 5e adventure with 6 Tome of Hero pregens, dynamically lit maps, monsters, and more. So you can claim this for free, everybody. Pro users can claim this for free. I'm going to drop a link here in chat for you. It sounds like you're going to get an adventure and pre-generated characters from the new Tome of Heroes absolutely for free. All you got to do is be a pro member of Roll20 and go snag a copy right now. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to just do a quick rundown once again of all of our panels to make sure that we know when and what is going on. I say that. There we go. Thursday and Friday of Gencon 2022 at 10 p.m. Eastern. Join us for the Book of Ebontide's live play, or join us on Gencon TV. Friday at 10 a.m. you can join us for Freelancing 201 Advanced Tabletop that's hard to say. Advanced TTRPG Topics. An hour with Wolfgang Bauer is happening at 2 p.m. on Friday. World Building 101 at 4 p.m. on Friday. And if that's not enough, you can always join us on Saturday for Rebels of the Waste. That is also going to be a live actual play in the May Ballroom, 2 p.m. Or you can join us on Gencon TV to see that streamed. And Sunday, we'll be closing out with Kickstarters and Crowdfunding 101. That's happening at 10 a.m. on Sunday. And if you need a little extra from us, you can join Wolfgang Bauer for 2 additional panels. What TTRPGs can learn from video games, happening Friday at 11 a.m. and Making a Great Villain happening Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Head over to gencon.com/events and get signed up for those before there's no more room, everybody. I'm so excited to see you all there. If you're going to be tuning into Gencon TV, you'll get to see me as well in chat, as I will be a moderator and a producer for the on-site live streams, as well as me wearing my Kobold hat and my Gencon hat. I'll be swapping them all weekend, but make sure to stop by. And more importantly, if you'd like to see more of what I'm doing, which I think is pretty cool on the occasion, make sure to drop by. Definitely the Book of Ebontide's live play. I'm very, very excited about that. But I'll also be puttering about Gen Con, doing a variety of other things with my podcast, Pod by Night, which is pretty cool. We're going to have a live show. And you can also check me out talking to anybody that'll listen about the D3 at Sea Cruise. Come roll dice and play some tabletop with us on a cruise in November. It'll be pretty dope. You can reach out if you got questions about that. But more importantly, stop by our booth. Come see us. Heck yeah, there's a Stitch of Fate panel. Stitch of Fate's going to be doing a live show, and we have our whole crew. We're flying Josh all the way over, and we'll be having a guest appearance as well. That'll be a Friday late night, 10 p.m. Friday. Check it out. Don't miss it. It's going to be dope. We're also having a meetup. You can find all that information if you're not part of our Discord. Yeah, so come check it out. I'm going to be all over the place. Kobolds are going to be all over the place. We're swarming Gen Con this year. And I want you to come check, to touch base with us. Come talk to us. Come check out what we're doing. Booth 1855. A list of Kobold Press panels, live shows, and gameplay happening at Gen Con 2022. And you can grab your tickets and sign up now. We will see all of you there in the next few weeks. What is it? We have like 14 days until we head to Gen Con, and I'm so excited to see all of you. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for listening to me ramble about these panels, and hopefully we'll see you there. Until next time, everybody, we'll see you same Kobold time, same Kobold channel next week. Bye-bye.